All right, what are we reviewing?
Star Wars Battlefront 2,
Which one?
2017. No, the old one. The great game, 10 out of 10.
Old school reviews.
All right, so I think I don't really want to say everything that everyone said about this.
Well,
We're not going to talk about microtransactions. That's all we got to say about that.
yeah, fuck that, dude. Everybody already knows about it, so
Yeah. We don't got to say anything about microtransactions.
it was like the biggest news.
Yeah.
In terms of
the
most downgraded topic in Reddit, so
Yeah.
everyone knows about it. So
Yeah, microtransactions suck, but like I'm still gonna say play the game. Like
Yeah.
I'm a huge advocate of the game, and I think that you can, if you want to protest with your wallet, that's totally fine. But if the price ever drops, buy the game. Like honestly,
you want to start with the story or the game?
let's start with the story. Let's get that way. Story.
This is what I have to say about the story.
I don't know if that's my opinion or not. I don't even know if I formed an opinion of the story. But,
I didn't like it as much as I thought I would.
It's like
Because, okay, with the trailers, all the trailers they give us, they basically made us think that... What's your face? Okay, spoilers, by the way. Spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler alert, sorry.
Play that. Because nobody plays the story mode anyway. What's your name? Iden
Versio.
Version 1?
Jin Urso. I hate how similar those names are, by the way. That's just a side
Who is that?
Jin Urso is Rogue One's main protagonist.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
so Jin Urso, Iden Versio, like you can see, like phonetically, they just sound alike, and
Yeah.
I don't like that. I think it's stupid. Let's move on. That's just a side note. They lose a point automatically for that. A story. So, like, go ahead and tell your critique of the story.
Well, okay, so the initial trailers, they basically made us... Well, the main character is part of the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
And this takes place after episode 6.
Yes, after they destroy the second Death Star,
Yeah.
Because they're on Endor on that first mission, yeah.
And it's awesome. I love being on the other side for once.
Yeah. It was nice, yeah.
That was the
Well,
selling
bastard.
that was the selling point for me, which is why I was excited to actually... First of all, having a campaign is awesome, because the first one didn't. That was fucking bullshit.
No, and that's honestly, I think that brings the value of the game up.
Exactly. Having a campaign is actually awesome. I was happy for that. But then they... Halfway through? Not even halfway through.
Not even halfway through. It was like a third through.
Yeah.
It was like the switch to the light.
Yep.
The good side, the good guys. Like,
what made her change her mind again?
she went back to her hometown, right? Okay,
right,
so
right.
they have like this contingency town. What is it called? Cinder. Operation Cinder. Yeah, Empire. It's like Operation Cinder. Like you have this. This is if you've played the game, you're probably watching this, but Emperor's dead. Death Star's destroyed. Yeah. Empire's like in a power vacuum basically, but there's this contingency that the Emperor has called Operation Cinder, where apparently that includes totally like destroying planets that are even loyal to the Empire, to strike fear in the hearts of people so that they will stay in line. They will stay obedient and faithful to the Empire and that order of government. So one of those planets is Iden Versio's planet. Her father happens to be a high-ranking admiral for the Empire. Goes to the planet, like second or third mission, I think. And they're like holding all the citizens hostage. Mm. And they're like, the troopers are holding them gunpoint. They know, all of the Empire soldiers, stormtroopers, they know that they're about to destroy this whole planet, basically. They have a new super weapon, imagine that. It's like the Hammer of Dawn. That's what it is. It's a bunch of satellites.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bunch of satellites. So it's like a giant Hammer of Dawn from Gears of War. And like...
Shout out.
Yeah.
That's a good game, by the way. I like it.
Best part was Hammer of Dawn.
Shout out to Cliff and Lawbreakers.
Please.
Yeah,
Cliff, get another job.
Fuck.
Get a new job.
Okay, this is already off topic, but that's a good game. Go play it, even though there's nobody else.
There's 10 people playing.
Not even
10 people.
9 people. Oh, fuck, that's a new topic. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. The fall of Lawbreakers. Fall breakers. Let's see.
Hammer of Dawn, and then...
Okay, yeah. So basically she this is what I didn't like about that part. is like Iden Versio sees the Empire using fear tactics and harsh realities. I'm like, the Empire's always used these tactics.
She
like,
grew up into
what do you mean? You grew up knowing...
She was like, what, 30, almost 30 years old, probably?
Something. Like, I don't know.
And then, out of nowhere.
Like, and I'm like, how are your eyes open? I think how they try to sell it like, it's personal. Like, now it's like, it's my hometown. Like, I love this place, yada, yada, yada. Why is the Empire going to destroy it? Like, because the Emperor don't give two fucks about anyone. Like,
yeah, so why is it just not... I mean,
And so...
No empathy, or is it sympathy?
Wait, who has no sympathy?
Her. For the other people that she doesn't know. If it's not her hometown, basically. So
well, before that, she probably had no empathy or sympathy. Yeah, but now she does, because it's like, wow, that could be me if I wasn't part of Inferno Squad.
It only took you 30 years.
Yeah, wow. Wow, I just became self-aware.
Yeah. Woke.
Well, yeah, like,
She's just woke.
My gosh, yeah, she's so woke. Dude, like, it's like this, oh man, it's everywhere. This SJW stuff is everywhere, dude. Like,
dude,
so.
You notice that, like, every protagonist is, like, female now, too?
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind.
We're gonna get to a point where there's so many female protagonists, now we're gonna have to start protesting for male protagonists. I know. Again, dude. Oh man, we want wieners. We want wieners.
Free the dicks.
Oh my gosh, South Park. But you gotta hold your shirt up like in South Park too, like while you do it. Okay, so she has a change of heart, which ends up her going to the rebellion. And the rebellion is like the high horse now, because they have the Empire running. Cool parts of the campaign, notable sections. Battle of Jakku was probably one of the coolest sections of the campaign. The stealth mechanic was kind of cool. Like, you could run through some missions, but it was very, very bare bones.
It was almost tacked on in a way.
Yeah, it was almost like
they wanted to put it in, but it wasn't. You didn't have to do it. Yeah. It's not like Metal Gear.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't compare to that or Splinter Cell or any games like that. But that was kind of cool. I mean, it's interesting. Some of the Easter eggs they have, like we have, like in the first level, you have, like Admiral Akbar over the hologram, communicating with the troops on the shuttle. You go through all the heroes. You play through all the heroes.
Oh yeah, that too.
That's kind of cool, but they can't roll. That's my biggest complaint about the campaign. You can dodge roll in every other mode of the game, but the campaign, and I'm like,
too easy.
What? So, and then, like, if you beat the game, you already know, like, there's a romance. It's one of her partners.
That shit pissed me off. Did I talk to you about that?
Yeah, like, David thinks that he's too ugly to be her boyfriend. Yeah. I think that, hey, sometimes us ugly guys need, love too.
But she's so pretty.
Guys,
No, shut up. She's so pretty compared. She's like, what would you? I don't know. Can you rate her?
What do you mean, can I rate her?
I don't know. You have a girlfriend.
Yeah, I can rate her.
Okay, what's your rating? I give her at least an 8.
I think an 8. Like, if she was in her rebellion getup the whole game, where she's got like the slacked off, dude, 9.
Damn,
9, bro. Her jumpsuit.
She's fucking hot in the beginning though, when she was like captured.
Her voice actress is attractive too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was pretty much getting at. I wasn't talking about just the...
Oh, I need some water.
But, and fucking, what's his name? Dust? Or Dusk? Or Del. No, his name's Del.
Del, the funky homo sapien.
Yeah, well, she ends up being with Del.
Del, yeah.
Fuck that, man. He's like 4 at max. He's a 4 at max.
He's like Anakin in the Vader suit. That's what he looks like.
And I think he was probably also based off of a real person, so I apologize to that guy, but that's just how it is. That's just how it is. But I did like Husk.
Hask.
Hask.
Yeah,
Husky. Husk. I liked Hask because he stayed to his fucking balls, man.
Yeah, but it was just... Yeah, it still sucks, though. Still sucks that Del dies, though.
I was happy to see that. They all gotta die. Okay, let's finish this stupid section.
So
at the end of the fucking story,
cliffhanger.
It's a cliffhanger.
They have three new missions coming out. I think tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today, technically, whatever. Yeah, it comes out tomorrow, and so it's gonna add on.
It's like decades later.
Yeah, decades
she's
later.
old now. They're all old.
They're all old, and like he's got a daughter. I guess looks dead on like her.
They should already be dead. Oh, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then Kylo. I didn't like how they actually were able to add shit to the canon. I didn't like that personally. I don't like how they have the permission to just add shit to the canon like that.
Well, I'm sure there's a vetting process for it. Like, they're not going to add anything that like they don't want in the canon.
Yeah, but still.
Like, and this stuff is like very inconsequential. It's just like a group of people following them from the destruction of the second Death Star all the way through Force Awakens, Last Jedi content. So, and they don't have to die. Like, wouldn't that be some trip if like they were in the movie?
It would be awesome.
That would be cool if the universe is kind of intertwined. That's what I would love, especially comic. If they reference like a comic storyline in the movie, that would be so hype, dude. But they won't because it will go over a lot of people's heads. But
this is an odd topic, but what's the PS3 game called?
Force Unleashed?
Yeah. Was that canon?
No, that's not canon anymore. But I think that's canon. Because Starkiller is so dope.
I know he's like the fucking strongest ever.
Dude, some of the endings, like because they both had multiple endings. If you unlock certain, you would run into some endings had like they had characters from canon, like Leia was in one, and Senator Organa. It was pretty interesting. I think Obi-Wan's even in one of them. Who knows? But, so story, like, overall, I think the story, like, because it was, like, so bare bones.
I give it a 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7, I think, for me.
I mean, like, there were cool moments, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't, like, what? That was fun.
And it was so short.
Yeah, it was short.
Yeah, and I'm not going to get the predictability. Like, it doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter if it's predictable or not. I don't always need a plot twist or anything, but it's like, it was just the length of it. But I guess if the DLC is free and they're giving us free content, I can't complain too much. So it's just grading it on its mechanics and everything, like 6 or 7 out of 10. Which leads us to the multiplayer. Let's not even talk about arcade. Arcade is such a waste of space.
Yeah.
They could have taken arcade. They could have taken the assets for the arcade mode and added another multiplayer mode or something. Like, I don't care.
Because it's only
mode. Give me something like that.
It's only local.
It's only local. You have
made
a credit
online.
cap on it.
Yeah.
So you can't even accrue credits past, like, I think they just upped it. It's like 1,500 now. But it's like you could essentially, if you didn't have that cap, you wouldn't have the backlash over credit grinding because you could just play arcade mode and just grind credits all day. That would be fine with me. These people are playing your game arcade mode, and it's like the fact that you have to play one to unlock the next one, and the next one, and the next one. It's like a pseudo campaign mode, but like on like a stage horde mode kind of like basis. And it's like,
if you could play that online, I think it would be better.
Yeah,
it would make it more.
It would
worth it.
It definitely would, because it's boring.
Because first Battlefront, 2015 one, there was an arcade where you could play together online. Right?
Yeah, we played it online.
Yeah. Together, so what the fuck? That's a 12 downgrade.
Yeah, and it's like I would have rather them have Galactic Conquest.
Yeah.
Everyone wants Galactic Conquest. I have no idea why EA has not responded to Galactic Conquest. Like, that level of tactical game on top of like custom kind of battles, because like you can, that was just so good, man. That mode alone, I think, made Battlefront 2 so great. Okay, so yeah, arcade. Don't even bother playing arcade unless you have no internet. If you have no internet, you're not even watching this video.
I think the first one was fun, though, at least.
The first
mission with Darth Maul.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so there's that. Multiplayer. This is like arguably like the biggest part of the game. This is the part of the game that everyone really plays anyway.
So they got how many modes? Like 4? 3?
5. You have Heroes vs. Villains, Blast, Strike, Starfighter Assault, and Galactic Assault?
Yeah.
Yeah, Galactic Assault.
It was actually, is it lower than the first one? The first one had a good amount.
I don't think it's lower. No, it's not lower. The reason it seems lower is because you can't do custom matches. Like you you can't filter the maps, you can't filter the modes, you can't filter the region or anything like that. So it's like, it's stupid in that respect.
Yeah, you can't even pick servers.
Nope, you can't pick servers.
That's pretty ridiculous.
So they could definitely patch that in. That would probably make it a little better, which I'm sure they will. I mean, there's a lot of... This whole microtransaction bullcrap has really set them back probably on what they can add to the game because they've been playing damage control for so long. Yeah. But the actual... let's just get into the actual multiplayer mechanics, the aesthetics and everything. The game is gorgeous.
Yeah, the game was beautiful.
They took all the graphical awesomeness of the first Battlefront they made 2 years ago, and they improved it. And it's like, what I love about it is that they didn't just copy and paste the maps over. There are different regions of the maps, there are different locales, and they fit the modes pretty well. Gameplay mechanics, like the combat feels awesome.
Yeah, you could actually roll. Rolling feels good in that game, and you could actually roll in a direction now compared to because the other one you can only roll left and right.
Yeah. So
the guns feel good.
Guns feel awesome. It's like unlocking the higher tier guns is like, it really rewards you because they really are better weapons for the most part, and you have to work for them. So I appreciate that. The pay to win there's no pay to win for that mechanic because you really, unless you pre-ordered. The pre-order bonus gives you the third tier gun for every class. I'm trying to think what else. So yeah, just bare bones. Looks good, feels good. Something that I've ran into that I think they could work on a little bit more is like, I sometimes run into some horrible server connection issues. Yeah. Like horrible rubber banding. Sometimes populating servers is a problem. Populating lobbies is an issue for them.
The thing I've always been wondering is because you have the Pro and I only have the original PS4, and every time the screen gets really busy, I don't know if it's a system thing or the server thing, but when it's hella busy, my game is just almost unplayable. It's fucking bullshit. They need to fucking fix that.
I haven't dealt with that, but I have felt like
it's so bad though, because it's not like lag where the response is off. It's more like it stutters for seconds, which is really bad.
Yeah, that is bad.
The next frame you're dead. Basically, it's fucking bullshit.
That could be a hardware issue, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it's happening consistently. It could.
Yeah, it's not just me, so. It's not just me, so it's definitely a problem.
Yeah, that they probably haven't optimized the game for the regular PlayStation. Well, and I don't know. It's like, I'm gonna be happy seeing what the game looks like 4 months down the road, honestly, because that's gonna be when they actually probably get to work on what they want to work on, for the game. We'll see how it works. We'll see what happens with this new DLC. But okay, so that's the mechanic part of it. I personally love. Go ahead.
The thing about also is the fact that you can't pick servers. It's like we never actually seem to be able to play most of the maps or all the maps because you can't pick a map.
Yeah. So we end up playing the same.
Yeah, we usually play almost the same maps all the time. It's like way more than other maps, which is I understand they don't want to split their user base, but still, it's like a good example. I've barely played. There's some maps I've barely ever played.
We've barely played Mos Eisley.
Which one is that?
That's Tatooine. That's the Cantina map.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We've barely played that mode.
Yeah.
That map.
Exactly. Even the other one with the other forest one, not Endor, but the other. It's like the Aztec looking place.
Oh, Yavin. Yeah, we barely played that one too, and those two maps are really cool because the Cantina is a classic Star Wars map. Yeah. So yeah, that kind of sucks because those are the more novelty ones. I don't really care about the locale of Force Awakens. Most of the locations in Force Awakens are boring. The only cool map is Maz's Palace. That map's cool, but that was a beta map, so we're so familiar with it. That's the map we actually know the most, probably, in and out. And but yeah, you're right. They need to you need to be able to filter game maps, and especially since they're adding more maps now. They're adding 2 new maps. I think it's just one for for ground assault, and then it's 1 for fighter squadron or whatever. But like they need to add that feature because it's gonna get so expansive that you're going to need to. I'm sick of playing freaking Kashyyyk, dude. We play Kashyyyk so much. That's the one with the Wookiee homeland.
Oh.
Yeah, with all the tree houses.
Yeah. That's the always one that we always get.
We've played that map so many times.
Yeah.
And more than Naboo.
I don't mind the Naboo one. I actually like that one.
Naboo one's cool because of the close quarters.
Yeah.
But
and it's like that's the beta one too, right?
Yeah, it was a beta one too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I like that one.
So map filter is a thing that really is lacking in, and this is just getting into a game. Well, the one system that I really like, and it really hasn't pissed me off, is the purchasing system for classes in the game. Like, so I'm not just talking about heroes and villains. I'm talking about like vehicles. I like that it rewards people that are doing good in the game with like the ability to do that.
Yeah.
The only issue that we run into is that you get those teammates obviously that play heroes or high powered classes that just don't do anything for the objective. Yeah. And that's just any game, honestly. But I actually think I like that. I like it way better than pickups, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, definitely more than pickups. That was the most stupid mechanic. But the thing, this is like a personal thing I don't like, is the whole vehicle system where you spawn in a vehicle. Yeah, that's like I don't know.
I don't like that.
I never liked that thing. But that's like the new thing these days.
Yeah, it is. And I mean...
Because it totally takes away the...
immersion.
And just the whole system about sabotaging or taking your opponent's vehicle and fucking them up with their own vehicle. That is so satisfying. Yeah. That whole thing's gone because you're just spawning in vehicles now.
Yeah. I doubt they'll fix that either in this game. I'm trying to think what else.
Well, as competitive gamers like us, you know, the fact that there's no voice chat, at least on the consoles.
This is something that
bullshit.
This is something that every shooter, like, for some reason, have lost their damn minds about lately. Call of Duty World War II has a dedicated voice chat, game chat to it. It's probably one of the only shooters that actually has like dedicated voice chat from the beginning. You know, Overwatch I think does. Do they? Yeah, Overwatch does. Okay.
Well, the reason why a lot of people are saying they don't is because this is like a Disney game.
Oh, because they can't rate online interactions.
Yeah.
Right. And
you know, a lot of kids are playing this game.
It's just
so they don't want.
So angry.
They don't want
because
trolls.
It's mechanically stupid, and it's mechanically broken because you can't coordinate.
Yeah, the whole game is around objectives, and the fact that you can't even talk to your team is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, and the deathmatch lobby is one of the least populated lobbies in the game, which is ironic because that's all everyone wants to do is kill each other.
Exactly.
So it's like what ends up happening is, you know. And I don't ever assume that our teammates are actually competent.
Yeah. They're usually stupid mother.
But it's always helpful when someone can be like, Maul's on A.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, or Ray on A.
Exactly. Or just the fact that you can just tell them to wait 1 second before going off and doing something.
Like everyone get together.
Like, exactly. Like, just the fact, they don't even have the fucking, what is it called? The text team shit. They don't even have that implemented.
That's right.
Like, even if it had that, it might...
Like callouts,
Yeah.
Like, if you could simply say, the whole team, let's just push A right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone just, like, rush A.
You know how...
We would win, like, 50% more matches.
Exactly. You know how easy this game could get if you could actually communicate in the game? It's like...
I'm sitting here, like...
How stupid can you be?
And who was another one that, like, released a game like that was, like... Lawbreakers, where they were, like... You know, just use the PlayStation chat.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go invite all these strangers to my PlayStation party that I've never met before. Plus, most people don't even pay attention to the names on the game anyway, so if they got a random invite for someone they don't know, they'll be like, yeah, fuck you, I'm not going to join that. So it's
so frustrating.
That is really frustrating, and it's like what needs to happen.
There's no way they're gonna have it.
The only way you can get around this is it actually comes from Sony's end. They would need to like create like almost like a Discord app for PlayStation. That would be really helpful actually. And then you could what you can do is somehow just maybe mass message everyone like, hey, get on the Discord or whatever. Something like that. It's still a stupid process, you know.
I'm surprised they don't even have like a because in Battlefield you could at least mark objectives. Yeah. Just add mark objectives.
That's right. Yeah, you can't even mark objectives. I didn't even realize
it's so
that.
Fucking stupid.
That. So when it comes to team play and it's just
if you're like a competitive player, you always want to win. You're gonna have a pretty bad time.
The games we win, like David and I, usually are in top 5 consistently.
Always.
But like, we usually the only games we win are when there's at least 1 or 2 other people that are like us that are actually pushing the objective.
Exactly.
Because like you have to realize statistically, like when you go and push an objective, a lot of people are gonna die. So you need people to take the hits and defend you while someone's either arming an objective or whatever it could be. But with that said, the objectives are pretty cool actually. It's just you don't have any team play to actually get shit done.
Yeah, if you could communicate all these objectives, it'd be so much more fun to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And you could do there's no way the whole aspect of strategy is completely taken away because there's no voice chat.
And so here's actually a solution to that we heard. Actually, we have to give credit to. Angry Joe had this suggestion, which was awesome. Was that they have AI in the Starfighter Assault? If you added AI back into the ground assault games like they had in the original Battlefront series 1 and 2, like if you had that, it might actually balance that out a little bit because you have people killing AI soldiers and which would distract them enough to go in and arm objectives and stuff. It would be like one more bodies basically, but it would be even quicker games because they would add to your ticket count, which would be. Yeah. So I think that would be a really good patch. That's a way that they could probably fix it, not perfectly, but in a way.
What do you think of that Starfighter Assault? Because I know you like it.
Oh yeah, Starfighter Assault's one of my favorite modes.
And I hate it.
I really like it. That's another one though where like team play like is stupid because you can't even talk on there, and that's purely objective.
Exactly.
There's never a mode where you just kill planes. Never. You have to destroy a component of a ship or something like that, or turrets or something. So that's kind of why I lose interest is that I'll be sitting here with a couple other people trying to push the objective, which funny enough, people are actually more willing to push the objective in Starfighter Assault more than Galactic Assault, which is so stupid. I don't understand where the mentality is. It's like once you put a gun in someone's hand, they're just like, I gotta go kill them.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so there's that. I like it aesthetically. It's really cool. I think that, but you did make a comment that you like the flight better. Yeah. One that I think it takes more skill to actually fly and defeat ships in this game because in the first game, I don't know if you guys remember, but it auto-locked onto the plane. And so when you would fire the normal laser cannon, the primary fire, it would just hone in on the plane. They don't have that in this game. There's no way to do that. You actually have to aim manually on all your shots, which is fine. They give you like a little hitbox that you can follow, which is cool. I think that's more than enough, honestly. For the immersion, if you take all that out, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that's really cool. I like heroes versus villains too, and he doesn't like heroes versus villains. No. But this gets to something that I do kind of agree with you on. Is the lightsaber battles are stupid. And
basically whoever gets a jump on first.
Yeah, basically whoever hits first, or unless you're like you have. This is kind of where microtransactions come in. Is unless you have like a star card that like gives you like hella amount of health or gives some OP ability boost to you, then like you're most likely gonna win against someone who doesn't have those cards. But the heroes themselves are really fun to play. It's like David's like an awesome Bosk player. Like he's good at Bosk. I love playing Boba. Any of the heroes with a blaster are like are cool. Are in my opinion are better than actual Force users.
When it comes to like Galactic Assault, they're probably the better ones.
If for objective based, where it's like not based on killing, like you will die so quick as a Force user, unless you have someone with a gun around you. Basically,
which is kind of unfortunate because like. If you want to win, you got to use the blaster users. But if you want to have fun, you want to use
the Jedi, the Sith, and all that stuff.
Because you're trying to win.
Yeah, Kylo's really fun to play. Yeah, it's like, I love Vader. Vader's my favorite. He was the first character I unlocked, even though he's one of the more expensive ones. So, but yeah, so like out of the modes, we mainly sway between like Strike and Galactic Assault. Strike's a smaller objective based game. It's usually just like. Strike is usually just 2 objectives, right? And it's round based, so it's a best of 3.
Yeah, and they don't switch the roles,
that's
which is kind of weird.
They should fix that because you don't switch halves or anything like that. It's like you get 2 chances on your side, and if you win those 2 chances, you win the whole match. Yeah. So it doesn't give the defenders or attackers like a second chance or anything.
So it's basically usually 2-0 from what I've experienced.
Yeah, exactly.
And if they do, the other argument to that is if they do switch in the middle, I feel like it'd always be tied or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I guess it's one justification for it. But, so, I mean, honestly, it would take about 3 or 4 changes to the way that you search for a game and the way that, and maybe adding AI. Like if you added like some of these mechanics to the game, it would be so much more smoother and better. But it's like, I know they're dealing with such fallout from this microtransaction thing.
Yeah, the other thing is like this game was pretty much based around the microtransactions.
Yeah, that's another thing you see too.
Which is like the fact that they had to take it out is like kind of fucks up their system.
The RNG for the crates lately has been way better. I don't know if you've noticed that. But I'm pulling like way better stuff. And all my daily crates have 3 cards. They used to only have like 2. And you rarely would get like a 3rd card from it. I still think that I still think that credit rewards can go up at the end of matches. And I still think that cost for characters can go lower in my opinion. But that's just me being cheap. I mean, we played enough to where it's not usually an issue. But I just unlocked Luke like a week ago. And that just tells you something, because I've been spending all my credits on loot crates to get my troopers up, because it's like you rarely play hero in Galactic Assault. I mean, especially like a Force user. The blaster heroes are already unlocked for the most part. Lando, Han, Bosk, and Boba, I think, are already unlocked. Which is like, that's all you need, really. Chewbacca's not unlocked, Leia's not unlocked, and I think, who else? Hayden. And then now it's going to be Phasma and Finn. But yeah, so it's like, I think that they're working on it. I think it's already gotten better. I think we've already seen a little bit of relief. Our end of match credits have already like doubled, I think, almost practically. But it's still like, it takes a while.
It's still, I think, adding to the whole like casual friendly is they took out their death counts.
Yeah.
You could only see your death. Nobody else can. Which is catering to the casuals, of course. And what else? Like, there's almost no penalty for being last place.
Yeah, there's not.
Which is fucking... Like being first place gives you like maybe 20 more credits compared to being...
Oh, they did fix that a little bit.
Did they?
Yeah, they fixed that a little bit. I don't know how much the difference is now, but like, even me being like 3 places below you, I was reduced by like 30. So it's like...
Still not enough though.
It's not, yeah. I mean,
it's like, it doesn't give anybody the incentive to be better.
The way you could do that is like by giving the top 5 players, like...
Maybe a crate or something. I don't know.
Well, that's pretty much... I think it's pretty much all I have. I mean, overall, I think my score is a 6 out of 10 for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, but that's just because of the missed opportunities. Like, other than that, I actually really enjoy playing the game. We're still playing the game, so it's like...
I'll give it a 7. But yeah, if they fix if they actually had like, if they fixed all of the issues we complain about, it could easily be 8 or 9. But that's how it is. I don't think it's gonna get any better than that.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
Because it would take a dramatic ass change.
Yeah,
that would have to be for Battlefront 3.
But yeah, but no, like definitely recommend playing the game though. It's not a 6 out of 10 that I say it's a horrible game. It's a good game. It just has some pretty noticeable flaws to it. And it's like, go and play the game. If you have friends that have it, like, that's even better. On a good day, we have like 3 of us, I think, that hop on, but it's usually just David and I. But yeah, check it out. Last Jedi DLC is supposed to drop today sometime. I don't know when, but yeah. That's it. Roka Meow.